Good afternoon from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System and welcome to Newsline. 30 minutes news presentation about Liberia and the rest of our one world. Today is Tuesday, August 15, 2023. With this afternoon's presentation, my name is Titi Jibro. And the headlines: UN Resident Coordinator to Liberia, Christine Omotuni, cautions Liberian politicians to uphold the Farmington Declaration ahead of the October polls. Government formulates a new public financial management strategy to digitalize budget process. Unity Party standard bearer Joseph Boakai unveils top priorities of his leadership if elected president of Liberia. And away from Liberia, a Nigerian military helicopter crashed after it was reportedly fired on by bandits while on rescue mission in the central Niger state. Sports, the news in French, and foreign developments are all packaged. Maxwell Johnson first sets the pace with a bulletin of news.
United Nations Resident Coordinator to Liberia, Christine Umutoni, has cautioned Liberian politicians to uphold the tenets of democracy, including the signed Farmington Declaration. Madam Umutoni also extolled the government and people of Liberia for maintaining 20 years of unbroken peace. Madam Umutoni said this has shown how prepared Liberians are to further cement the peace and strengthen democracy. She, however, praised the resilient and unified cooperation of all, regardless of political affiliations, ideology, or religion. The UN resident coordinator made the remarks Tuesday during a stakeholders forum with presidential candidates at the EJS ministerial complex. Government has crafted a new public financial management, that's PFM strategy, aimed at digitalizing the budget process. Speaking on ELBC Economic Hour Tuesday, the coordinator of PFM Reform Coordination Unit at the Ministry of Finance, Joseph Fambula, said the new strategy will synchronize donor interventions within the PFM landscape of Liberia. Mr. Fambula disclosed that the 4-year strategy runs from 2023 to 2026.
But now, as I speak to you, we have a strategy that's been crafted, fully crafted. We have massive support from our partners, massive support from the government, and again, our users opportunity to extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Finance.
He noted that the new policy will further promote transparency and accountability in revenue generation, bridge the gap of budget execution and financial reporting, among others. The coordinator of the PFM Reform Coordination Unit at the Ministry of Finance thanked the government and its partners for the massive support for the implementation of the new policy. Unity Party standard bearer Joseph Boakai has unveiled top priorities of his leadership if elected president of Liberia. Ambassador Boakai named good governance, corruption fight, transparency, and accountability as top priorities of the UP government. The UP standard bearer also vowed to prosecute and confiscate the properties of convicted corrupt public officials under his administration.
The market and the base of the women, they want to take all to the community that are not going to work. All the money they have looted, we're going to take it back. And we're going highway there, we're going to institutions of learning.
Ambassador Boakai, however, rallied partisans and supporters of the Unity Party to make sure that the party's message resonates with all Liberians. Speaking Monday at a political rally held at the Rescue Mission Center in Sinka, the Unity Party standard bearer instructed partisans and supporters of the UP to go into the various communities to campaign. Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kemia has assured a special representative of the Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel, Leonardo Santos Simao, that the upcoming October 10 elections will be free, fair, transparent, peaceful, and inclusive. Mr. Kimia reaffirmed the unwavering commitment of the WIA-led government to ensuring the conduct of transparent and peaceful elections in Liberia. The chair The chief Liberian diplomat made these remarks on Tuesday when Leonardo Santos Simao paid a courtesy call on him at his foreign ministerial office on the Capitol Hill.
As it relates to the electoral process in our country, as a government, as a people, we are very much pleased with the trend of events. His Excellency President Dr. Weah giving his commitment to ensure a violence-free elections.
Mr. Simao's visit is part of his regional familiarization tour following his appointment as the new special representative of the Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel. He will meet with national authorities, the United Nations country team, representatives of the diplomatic corps. The We Are Taylor 2023 campaign committee says it remains unbeat about giving President George Weah a resounding one-round victory in the upcoming presidential race. The campaign spokesperson, Councillor Kanyo Bagbala, said the Liberian leader is the best choice for the country, given his unmatched development programs in the country. Councillor Bagbala pointed to education, health, economic stability, and rural construction, among others, as some monumental development achievements of President Weah. The We Are Taylor 2023 campaign spokesperson was speaking Tuesday via mobile phone on ELBC Super Morning Show. He said the committee will continue showcasing the achievements of the president, while at the same time reminding Liberians to retain the president to allow him continue his developmental roadmap for the country. Meanwhile, the We Are intellectual movement has cautioned young people to avoid all forms of violence during the country's electioneering period. The movement vice chair for Operation Isaac Doe said the stability of the country's peace should continue to remain a key priority to every Liberian amid the election. He wants the citizenry, mainly the youth, to be responsible as they gear towards exercising their constitutional rights on elections. Mr. Doe, at the same time, encouraged young people to campaign based on facts and disease from what he referred to as misinformation and hate speeches. He made the assertion Tuesday during his appearance on the Super Morning Show.
Maxwell Johnson returns a little later with our foreign development. One of our top stories this afternoon: government formulates new public financial management